and be like, damn, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, had I. Nope, you're wasting time. So, tune out the choir of they and them and go do the thing, go chase the thing. And it doesn't have to make sense to anybody but yourself. No matter how ridiculous it is, go chase your thing. Don't leave this life without doing the thing, Seriously. I know people, I learned this a long time ago. I use all my dishes. I don't save dishes. I have my mother's china. I use it. Now it's fragile old china, so I don't use it on a day-to-day basis. But when I'm inclined to use it, I use it. There's nothing to save for another time. I mean, I don't know what that is, Save it for what? For when? If you don't use things now, what is the point? I know I'm in a rant this morning. I am. You know why? Because people waste time. I was telling my son, he wastes so much time. And, when I talk about wasting time, listen, I'm talking about in my own everyday, ordinary, practical life and with the things that I'm responsible for, how much time I have wasted, And so I've stopped, I don't advise my children anything anymore. I don't give them advice. If they come to me and ask my opinion, yes, but I don't give them unsolicited advice anymore. I did that when I was their mother and I had to be responsible for their day-to-day. And now I'm not. So now they have to figure out their lives. And I wait for the ask. I do. One, because I'm so busy trying to do my own thing that I'm not paying attention to their thing. I am supportive to them. I will give them money as need be. Seriously, because, I know they're trying to be on the come up. But at the same time, I'm not telling them, I'm not in the space of telling them what to do on an everyday basis. And they seem to respond very well to that because they are moving forward in their lives. I'm not worried about my son Gregory as much as I was worried about him not graduating high school. He has done that. Now he's 21. So he's out there doing whatever he's doing. But it's on him. He came by to see me the other day to say hi. Sunday. He came by Sunday to say hi. It was lovely to see him because I hadn't seen him in a minute. And he seemed to be doing all right, So, he'll figure this life out or he won't. He'll make choices in his best interest or he won't. So there we go. My daughter Margot is doing well. She's got a car. She's trying to figure out how to work this car situation. And that's good. She's got to start thinking critically about how to do things. My daughter Brianna, same way. Listen, she wanted to go to Bennett. She went to Bennett. She takes one class. She's taking classes at other places because she was like, Mom, I have to figure out how to get this education without a whole lot of debt. I was like, you are right, Brianna. And so she took out her freshman year. She had one loan. She is paying that back because she was like, Mom, and it's not even a huge loan, right? It's not for like $30,000 or $20,000. It's not even that. But she was like, She's like, I don't care how long it takes. I'm gonna pay for these classes as I go. I was like, Brianna, you know what? You have to do what's in your best interest and what makes sense for your life. Because she thought I was gonna feel some kind of way. I was like, girl, I don't want you to start your life with debt. I want you to start your life with freedom. So she thought, her father and I were gonna be mad with her just taking one class at Bennett, and her job is paying for classes at the other school. And so I was like, girl, listen, you got to do what's in your best interest. I can't mother you like that now. You are 23 years old. Be 24. You, girl, go do and listen, don't worry about what other people say. I'm proud of you. Listen, we gave you the tools and we put in front of you the things that we thought were necessary for your development and growth. And you now are living in that space. So, girl, get your education. You're gainfully employed. You've got a car. You got your own place. You are healthy. Every now and again, I got to send you a little money, but that's fine. That's all right. So, we have to. Time is critical. It's a duality. We have all the time in the world, but we don't. We have all the time in the world, but we don't. We don't. So don't put off. If there's a phone call you need to make the phone call. If there's somebody you need to go see them. If there's somebody you need to confess love to, please do it today. Do it. What is it going to cost you? That they'll get mad? Who gets mad at being loved? And if they do, F them. But you know what? You loving somebody else is not predicated on them loving you back. You love them because you love them, and then that's it. There's no expectation, except, that they don't hit you or anything like that. But if you love them, declare it and then move on so that you are not carrying weight. That's the thing. And we carry so much weight in this world. We carry so much weight, and we need to stop carrying weight. Some things we just need to put down. Just put it down and move toward the things that you want to do, the things that are on your heart and mind, the things that you feel passionate about. And, here's the thing about passion. You can feel passionate about things, so many different things. I don't think there's one soulmate. I don't think there's one thing that you can be passionate about or your life's work. Listen, as someone who has reinvented themselves a gazillion times and with great aplomb, I'm here to tell you, your interests change as you get older, as you move in different waters. Things change, So if you're blessed to know what you want to do for your life, that's a blessing. If you don't know what you want to do for your life, there's opportunity to sort of tread in waters and expand. Seriously, just give it a try. I tell you, I've not been fearful of a lot of things. I've not been fearful. I think that's probably one of the things I like best about myself, is that I am fearless on a lot of levels. I don't hold with a lot of fear about things. If there's something that I want to do, I immediately just start thinking about, okay, how do I do that? How do I want to go do that? And then I just start talking, and I start looking, and I start, and then the next thing I know, I'm doing it. Honestly, that's how I get into stuff. I was like, oh, how does that go? Oh, I want to do that. Oh, that might be interesting. I feel called to that. And then I just go and do it. I don't spend a whole lot of time lamenting about whether I should do a thing or whatever. I just move in a direction. And here's the thing about moving in a direction. You can move in another direction. You can pivot. You can pivot. That's why I like that Mercy Quay. Because I see a lot of myself in her as a young woman, just doing all these things. And some things work and some things don't work. And people are so afraid to fail at things. Why? I'd rather be like, oh, I tried out for the football team, I didn't get it. Rather than, I wish I would have tried out for the football team. What? Just jump in. You can always get out. There's nothing that says you have to stay. Try different things, And what looks like manic behavior to other people is not to you. It's somebody who has worked in so many different jobs, so many different fields, so many different interests. I don't care. I did what I want to do. I go where I want to go, And for some people, that can be a little unsettling. Can be. But for those of us who like the challenge of different things, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. So now I'm full circle, right? Full circle, working, doing the kinds of things that I'm doing. Just full circle. So yeah, just, go do different things. Don't, people are like, oh, I don't know what my purpose is. What do you mean you don't know? What do you like? What do you like? This is why I don't have conversations with people, because it wears me thin when people are like, I don't know. I hate that. I hate when people answer me, I don't know. If you don't know, who can I ask on your behalf? I say that to my kids. It would drive them crazy. I was like, what do you, and they were like, well, I don't know. I said, well, if you don't know, so who can I ask on your behalf about your life if you don't know? They would get so mad. Stop off. Oh, mom. Oh, mom. I'm like, I'm asking you about your life and you don't know? Okay. I'm always thinking about 50. I'm always thinking about 50 million different things all the time about what I like to do and where I like to go. Seriously. I'm always thinking about, what, not the next thing. What can I add to the things that I'm already doing? I'm always thinking about how can I add to these things? Oh, I have time to do that one more thing over there. Oh, I have time to do that. And I do a great many things well. I believe. But it only counts if I believe it, right? So I do a great many things well that I think are well. Anyway, I'm just saying. I haven't said a lot this morning and not played not one song. I got to play some music now. I got to find something to play. Ooh. Sometimes I'll put in a word and see what comes up. And I was thinking about the movie Love Jones, and I was thinking, maybe I'll put the Love Jones soundtrack on. But then I was like, no, maybe not. Do you know that the Jacksons are still on tour? I saw somebody put a video up, and they were doing their songs, and they look pretty good. I mean, they're like, they got to be like 5 or 6 years older than me, at least 10 years. They're all like 10 years older than me, right? So these cats are out there, ABC. I was like, what? But you know what? People want to hear those songs. So you know what? Here's some Love from Al Green. Let's get some Al Green going. How about that?
I started to write this song about you, and then I decided that I would write it all about love. Then it appeared to me that you wasn't happy, and that's for sure, positively. That's what the world is made of. So give me more L-O-V-E love. Love is a walk down Main Street. Love is an apple, honey, so sweet. Love is something that can't be beat. L-O-V-E is strange to me. Oh, I can't explain this feeling. Can't you see that salvation is free? It's all in the heavens, can't you see? You can always depend on me to give you love. Love is a fire in my soul. Love is a story that can't be told. Can't you feel it burning more and more? Stop and look at the big wheel roll. I can't explain this feeling. Can't you see that salvation is free? I would give my life for the glory, just to be able to tell the story. I didn't mean to make you mad. A sweet story I thought I had. But maybe time will bring us together, and I can be such a happy fella about love. Love is something that's so divine. Love is a feeling that's a friend of mine. It can't be measured by no time. In your heart, or even in your mind. Love is a
All right, little Al Green for you this morning. So I did find me a Jackson song that I like. I'm gonna play it in a minute because so Yvette just told me Randy Jackson is my age, so he's what 56, right? And then everybody else is in there moving into their 60s. I know the oldest one is like much older, like late 60s. So I remember seeing that somewhere. So yeah, so I don't know. Somebody posted up a video of them. They was getting it in. I don't know if they were in Vegas or wherever they were, but I was like, whoa. But you know what? I mean, why shouldn't they? If they can still do it, do it. You know, do it. I'm for it. I'm here for it. Jacksons. Will I go see them in concert? Absolutely not. But I'm here for it. I mean, if somebody gives me tickets, I'll go. But honestly, no. So I got some feedback this morning from the Pink Tea. Dawn White Bracy sent me and the good Dr. Lawrence, Camellia Lawrence. She sent us an email because people had comments, wrote comments about what they should do better or not do better or just whatever. So people wrote comments. And so she sent us some of the comments, and people said really nice things about the event. And I was quite pleased to get that because you never get feedback about how you do when you MC things. I mean, people will come up to you and say, "Oh, I love the way you did that," or you were great, or you were terrific, or whatever. But to have that kind of confirmation was really, really good because I'm at home in front of a microphone. I mean, I think I'm quick witted, and I can be funny, and I can be ridiculous at the same time. I'm at home. I'm comfortable in a room full of people. I'm comfortable in front of people. I'm at home on a stage. I'm not nervous. Not nervous in the sense that I can't do it or I'm afraid. I walk out on a stage and I just immediately feel like I'm at home. I've always been like that though. So that's why I'm always tasked with like doing the speaking stuff because I'm at home at it. And I just automatically believe that, that when I'm talking to people out there, that they're really, they're at my house. Any stage is my house. Like everywhere I go, I hold court. It's a party. And when I'm in rare form, when I'm in great form, I can be the life of the party. I can be engaging and funny and irreverent and all of the things. And I like that because I'm very social. I love being in the company of people. I do. I always have. And I love great conversation. Now, some people don't like chit-chat kind of stuff. I love chit-chat. I also love the deep dive. So it doesn't matter to me. It's all conversation. I'm not, some people are like, I don't like small talk. What is that? There's no such thing. It's all talk. And people, you can engage people and you can shift the conversation to become deeper if you need it to be deeper. Maybe you don't like sitting around talking about the weather. I could talk about the weather because you know why? It's snowing in Iowa right now. It's very pretty, but I don't want to see Iowa snow. Let the Iowans deal with it. See, that's small talk, or what people can consider small talk. See how I did that? I can have that conversation. I think the last time I was in Iowa, I was in Iowa for the summer, which is quite beautiful and hot. I don't know what it's like in Iowa in the snow. Do tell. See, because I love the art of conversation. I love the art of conversation. And I can converse with just about anybody on the planet. I draw the line with, people who are anti anything. But if I'm at a bar or I'm in a social setting, I will strike up a conversation. It's like people who walk down the street and they'll walk past people and won't speak. I speak to everybody on the street. If they make eye contact with me, hey, how you doing? I got that from my mother, because I don't want to be in a world where I'm isolated. I don't understand people who walk in the world and not be in the world. Oh my God. It's one of my favorite things is to walk down the street and say hi to people and speak to people and look at everything and wonder and magic and Yes, I'm that person. you know. And I keep dollar bills and change handy on the ready so that I can give it to people. Because if they ask me for money, what I'm going to do? If I have it, I'm going to give it to you. I don't make a judgment about somebody asking me for a damn dollar. You know what? If I had their life, I'd be drunk every day too. What? Maybe them being drunk keeps them from killing somebody. Maybe them being drunk keeps them from like jumping off a bridge. I don't care. I'm not making judgments about people asking me for a dollar. People say some stupid ass mess like this, like, oh, they're just gonna go get drunk. And that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the same thing. So why is it okay for me to do it and not for them to do it? Because you feel some kind of way about them being homeless? I'm on a high roll today. So yeah, I'm a person that loves the world. I love the beauty and the vastness of an ever-changing world. I do. I love it. I talk to children. I talk to my neighbors. I don't think my neighbors know what to make of me. I see the kids walking the dogs. I talk to them, and I notice when they, when a different kid is walking the dogs, or when they have a different dog. They're starting to get used to me in my neighborhood. The eclectic lady on Ivy, who's always on her porch. That woman is always having breakfast, lunch, and dinner on her porch. She's always having people on that porch. She's always out there with a glass of wine and candles on that porch. And these kids walk by and I talk to them. Hey, how y'all doing? We're fine. Because you can tell they're not used to being spoken to. They're used to being invisible to adults. And that's not what we should be doing with our young people. We should look them in the eye and say hello to them. Engage them. How are you? There's nothing going on in my life that's so important that I cannot engage people on the street. I'm not better than that. There's nothing going on in my life that will keep me from not speaking to people. I speak to the doorman. I speak to the guys bringing the garbage around. I'm like that because it makes me happy to do it. And I'm all about my own happiness. Here are the Jacksons. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Woo! Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Hi, this is Babz Rawls Ivy from New Haven, Connecticut, and you're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenindependent.org.
gonna see salvation is near this time. Near this time. Can you feel it now? So brothers and sisters, show we know how. Now tell me, can you feel it? Tell me, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you see what's going down? Open up your mind. All the children of the West need yes, it's alright. Get my message to your brother and tell him twice. Get the news to the marching men who were killing brothers and devil do. Just the brother say, just the blood inside my veins is all I do. Now tell me, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm listening and I can still see them performing this on. I can still see the video of this, right? Like I could see it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yes, I'm with you. I am so with you, Jackson 5. I'm so with you. The music of my youth. All right, it's October 30th. Oh my God, this day is my mother passed away October 30th. Yes, she did. She passed away October 30th. And I just thought about that. Because her birthday was October 14th, right? So as I said to y'all early part of October has always been sort of loaded for me. But it stopped being loaded this year because August was so amazing that it just knocked October out the box. And so now I have stepped into October without the usual sort of push and pull that I always get. Not dreading October because some wonderful things happened in October. I was married in October. My daughter was my oldest daughter was adopted in October. My ex-husband's birthday is in October. My mother was born in October. My father was born in October. My mother passed in October. I had a brother who tomorrow would be his birthday. And so, so I went to federal prison in October. I got out of federal prison in October. So October has been loaded on so many levels. But I'm telling you, this October felt very different for the first time in many, many years. This October did not give me the push and pull that it normally does. I mean, I think I'm living my very best possible life of this moment. And I am deliciously grateful and blessed to know that and to stand in that. I'm doing some really cool stuff that I want to be doing. Like today, I'm going to have a conversation with the Warburton School with them because I have a project in mind that I want to run by them and see if they could get into it. So initial conversations, and it's been on my spirit and mind. And so I think what I'm trying to do, I think this is a God work thing, not my thing. It's a God work kind of thing. I serve a God that calls and sends. Holburton, the Holburton School. I don't know why I said Warburton. There's a Warburton. There's a Halliburton too. So anyway, I'm meeting with them today about a project that I want to discuss with them. Small project that I think they could incubate. And so I've already had an initial conversation with Mike Harris, who's coming on tomorrow, who's my guest tomorrow, Mike Harris. Mike Harris in studio with me tomorrow. So you're going to talk about the Elm City Innovative. I think they've changed their name or they're changing their name. So he'll talk about that tomorrow. But he's becoming a good friend of mine. And so we have a lot of the same intellectual machinations. So So anyway, he's my guest tomorrow. But because of him, of the conversation I had with him, he connected me to these people. And so I'm going to go have a conversation with them. And then I'm going to take this conversation and have it a larger conversation somewhere else, because there's something that I want to do. And I want them to buy into it. So today is the initial conversation. We'll see what happens. It may get stopped in its tracks right here. Who knows? I don't know. But I won't know until I try. So I'm going to step into that and we're going to do it. So anyway, here's some Commanding Life. If y'all don't subscribe to Commanding Life on the gram, you should. Start your day with this. I try to start my day. Sometimes I just save it, so when I come here, I could read it for the first time. But this morning I was up early because I went to bed early. Well, I didn't really go to bed early, but I rested well, and so I got up early. It is a natural response to see the need to change as a challenge. Step back and see that it does not have to be overwhelming. Nothing strong is built in a day, and the transformation you are experiencing will not happen overnight. All you need to do is lay the first brick, accepting that things must change. Then go brick by brick, and before you know it, you will have built several buildings. Amen, amen, amen. Commanding Life. So anyway, let's see, what do I want to do? I'm gonna play some other stuff. I tell you, I like going to the Instagram because I have a lot of spiritual, uplifting things, motivational things. I like to follow a lot of motivational things because I'm like one of these people, like my grandmama would say, I need to stay prayed up. Because I could easily, I haven't in a very long time. I haven't been depressed in a very long time. It's been a few years since I've been wholly depressed. And that's because I've just changed my mind about a few things. And that for me was the key, just changing my mind about the situations that I have been in and out of. But anyway, I like the motivational stuff because you have to feed that spirit all the time. You have to stay, because the world will beat you down if you're not careful. So you have to just stay in the mindset of goodness. And the way to do that is to just read things that fill you with the kind of magic and goodness that you need. And so I do that. I do that on the regular. I do it on the regular. So because I need it, because it's easy to get lost in the world. It's easy. And once I find, and I have a really good toolbox on how to pull myself out of depression and the doldrums and what have you. But I have not had to use it in a long time. So now I'm just reading for absolute pleasure. Motivational stuff for absolute pleasure. So anyway, I'm about to get out of here. I'm going to play a song that really, it's odd that people think that I like it. But I really like this song. So I don't know what. Well, maybe I shouldn't play it because I don't know if this is clean. It doesn't say clean. All right, I'm going to leave it alone. Harry, I was going to play Big Papa, but no, because it don't say clean. And I'm afraid because, them rap songs, man, they will wear you out. And it'll sound, this is a family show. I don't want nobody to say, Babz, I had this on in my office and you playing Big Papa. And I was like, then they were like, oh, I can't listen to you anymore. So I was like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. So, all right, so I'm going to play something. I wanted to play something that was a little edgier than I normally would play. But then I play a lot of different kinds of stuff. So, let me see. Let me see. You know what? I'm looking at, I'm trying to see if I can play, I don't see all that I want to play. Huh. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna play something that I don't normally would play. And you tell me if you like it. And then I'll be back tomorrow with Michael Harris. Fergie, Party People, featuring Nelly.
This is a motherfucking emergency. Zone 4.
Okay, no. That's definitely not clean. All right, I'm gonna stay away from these I'm gonna stay away from these. I'm gonna stay away from these songs. And you know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna play because I know this is good. And all the cues that are driving right now, just be careful. It's raining. Don't jump out your cars. And and Michelle Turner will appreciate this. Sam Jackson has been tapped to play George Clinton in a movie, in the movie about Parliament. So there you go. Hi, this is Babz Rawls Ivy, New Haven, Connecticut, and you're listening to
this is a story of Babz Dog.
WNHHLP
For the dog that
103.5
We'll be
FM,
busy.
streaming live at newhavenindependent.org.
Clapping dogs, rhythmic dogs, harmonic dogs, house dogs, street dogs, dogs of the world unite, dancing dogs. Yeah, counting dogs, funky dogs, nasty dogs.
Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. Do the dog catch it, dog catch it. Do the dog catch it. Do the dog catch it, dog catch it. Do the dog catch it. Dog catch it, baby. Dog catch it.
Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat?
Nothing but the dog in me. Why must I chase the cat?
To all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to lace these lyrical douches in your bushes. Who rock grooves and make moves with all the mommies. The back of the club, sipping Moet is where you find me. The back of the club, macking my crew's behind me. Mad question asking, passing, music blasting. But I just can't quit because one of these honeys Biggie got to creep with, sleep with, keep the ep a secret. Why not? Why blow up my spot? Cause we both got hot. Now check it. I got more Mac than Craig and in the bed. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy. No need to be greedy. I got mad friends with Benzes. See notes by the layers. True to life players. Jump in the Rover and come over. Tell your friends jump in the GS3. I got the by the tree. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Papa. To the honeys getting money, playing fellas like dummies. I love it when you call me Big Papa. You got a up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Why? Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby. Baby. Straight up, honey, really, I'm asking. Most of these fellas think they be macking, but they be acting. Who they attracting with that line? What's your name? What's your sign? Soon as he buy that wine, I just creep up from behind and ask you what your interests are. Who you be with? Things to make you smile. What numbers to dial? You gon' be here for a while. I'm gon' call my crew. You gon' call your crew. We can rendezvous at the bar around 2. Plans to leave. Throw the keys to little C's. Pull the truck up front and roll up the next one so we can steam on the way to the telly. Go fill my belly. A T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape. Conversate for a few, cause in a few we gon' do what we came to do. Ain't that right, boo? Forget the telly, we just go to the crib and watch a movie in the jacuzzi, smoke while you do me. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Papa. To the honeys getting money, playing fellas like dummies. I love it when you call me Big Papa. You got a up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Wow. Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby. Baby.
How you living, Biggie Small?
Imagining Benzes giving ends to my friends and it feels stupendous. Tremendous cream, get $1 and a dream. Still tote gas strapped with infrared beams. Chopping holes, smoking line optimals, money and clothes, all a brother knows. A foolish pleasure, whatever. I had to find the buried treasure, so grams I had to measure. However, living better now, Gucci sweater now. Drop top BMs, I'm the man, girlfriend.
Honey, check it. Tell your friends to get with my friends. We could be friends. We could do this every weekend. That's right. Alright? Is that alright with you? Yeah. Keep banging.
I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Papa. To the honeys getting money, playing fellas like dummies. I love it when you call me Big Papa. You got a knock up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Wow. Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby. Baby. Check it out. Puff Daddy, Biggie Small, Junior Mafia, represent, baby.
Do the dog catch it, dog catch it. Do the dog catch it. Do the dog catch it, dog catch it. Do the dog catch it.
Dog catch it, baby, do the dog catch it. Ooh, why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat?
Nothing but the dog in me. Why must I chase the cat?
Futuristic power.
This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter.
Yeah.
To all my peoples in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby.
Shake it.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Marley Marl. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard. You never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Lovebabz, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know.
You know very well who you are. Don't let 'em hold you down. Reach for the stars. You have to go. 'Cause you're the only one.
I made this change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robin Leach. And I'm far from cheap. I smoke skunk with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me. Now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing ice and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos in Queens, indo for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. Living life without fear, putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by the pool. Considered a fool cause I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes of a black male misunderstood. And it's still all good,
So good.
And if you don't know, now you know.
You know very well who you are. Don't let 'em hold you down. Reach for the stars.
Magic.